Hi guys, it's Eva from Destination Collective here, and today we're going to focus on product photography. So I'm going to take a few different photos of a Sol beer around this beach. After that, I'm going to select only one and take it through the process of editing it. For today, we're working with natural light only. We don't have any artificial lights. It's pretty spontaneous shoot. I want to show you how to do a photo shoot that you could potentially do yourself as well. So no extra crew, just one person, one camera, natural light in a beautiful location and a simple product. Let's go. Okay, so location number one. We've got this beautiful contrast between shade and light here, and it's all in the scenery of this beautiful long palm tree. One thing to note is that we are shooting in a national park, so unfortunately it opens at 9 and closes at 4. So for this reason we were not able to come here early in the morning when the sun would be the best, when the light would be the best for our photo shoot, and we're also not able to stay a little bit later around 5 o'clock when the sun is setting. So yeah, we had to adjust to the situation. The light is pretty harsh, but yeah, it's just another challenge that I have to work with and just get the best out of it. And as you can see, this palm leaf is pretty close to the ground, therefore it gives me really strong shade behind. So let's try to get that. And with this shot, I'm going to approach two perspectives. One is a little bit more flat, so I'm going to try to get in front of the bottle. I will have to go pretty much lower down, close to the sand. And the second perspective is a little bit higher up, so I've got the palm leaves at the front, and then behind there is bottle, and then there is a shade. My current camera settings is f-stop at 2.8 because I want to get this really soft background. Shutter speed 250, but bear in mind that I do have ND on my lens, so that is helping me adjust the light as well. All right, so here is my photo from the first place. And now we're gonna find another spot. Just one insight to notice, I did make a mood board beforehand just to get a little bit of a feeling, an idea what I might want to do. So I'm looking at my mood board now. I am using Milanote. It's super easy to use, and on top of that you can just download a PDF and use it on your phone, as simple as that. You don't need to have a data, just like with Pinterest. So yeah, definitely my go-to app. All right, so this is our second place, the beer. I placed the beer on this wooden plank, and we've got some beautiful palm trees as our background. On this occasion I upped my f-stop to 8.0 because leaving it at a very low level, it will make palm trees really blurry, and this is not what I want in this case. I want them to be somewhat blurred, but I still want them to keep its original shape. Proper challenge with this photo is I'm trying not to chop palm trees top off of the photo. It is quite difficult because if I keep the palm tree tops in a photo, it gives a little bit of a strange angle to my product, or if I give a straight angle to my product, it chops the palm trees. So yeah, let's try to work it out. And in case you want to know, today I'm using Tamron 28-75mm with 2.8, and thanks to that I have greater flexibility between going into wider and closer up shots. So for example, as I mentioned, palm trees, thanks to having great flexibility on the lens, one way to fix it is just go a little bit wider on your lens, coming a little bit closer to the product, and that helps me capture both the product and palm trees. So we're going to use a wooden plank again, and we're going to use a palm leaf again. Palm leaf is at the back, so we're going to use it as the background. However, the composition here is going to be completely different because the wooden plank here is white, so we're almost using it as our prop. It's going to be approximately 10-90% rule, so 10% might be a plank, so you can just see it at the very bottom of the photo. The rest, the focus, is on our product still. A little insight here. Let's right now compare the two different shots and what can happen when you keep the open mind, and if you keep shooting and you're open for unpredictable to happen. But what happened at some point, Greg just wanted to capture a completely different angle of me, and he said like, oh, it might ruin your shot for a little while, but I just really see this a really cool angle of you. So he just stepped in front of me in a way that his body put a shade on the bottle, but at the same time it didn't put a shade on my background. But I kept shooting, and it gave really cool effect. Here is the photo that I was taking using natural light, and here is the photo that I took when Greg stepped in. What do you think? All right, so the next spot is very close to the water. I'm gonna use the water as my reflection, but I have to act quick because the tide is coming in, so instead of flat water reflection, I'm getting more waves. towards my product. So yeah, let's be quick and let's try to get a really awesome shot. Okay, so with this shot, I keep my f-stop high on a 9.0. Again, I want to get beautiful line of palm trees as my background. And just like before, with a photo on a wooden plank, I'm taking my photo quite wide. I'm coming closer to the product, and in this way, I can get the whole perspective of quite sharp palm trees in the background, product popping up in the front, and then it just goes so well together.
Oh shit.
Okay, so here is the image and I'm so happy about it. As you can see, we've got the product reflecting beautifully on the water, and then we've got beautiful palm trees with the contrast of perfectly blue sky with white clouds. I'm really so happy about it. All right, and after a productive photo shoot, I can reward myself with a really good swim in the sea. I'll catch you in my computer in a sec, guys. So here are all the photos that we took down the beach, already edited. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. My personal favorite is this one. So if you want to see how I edit this epic shot, please stick with me to the end of this video. Okay, so let's start with some basic settings. All right, here we go. So we can already see the massive difference between a raw photo and a photo after basic correction. I already managed to get color to pop a bit more, get the product to stand out of the background. We already get the certain atmosphere and a feeling of this photo. And now, in the next step, we're going to work a little bit more on details. Okay, so after calibrating our photo, I managed to get it even closer to the final result. I made colors pop even more, so it's just like working on details, but you can see how bottle stands out even more. The logo on the bottle, color of a liquid, palm trees and the sky. This is the major difference. Have a look. This is before calibration and after. Next step, split toning. What I achieved in this step, I made my highlights a little bit colder. So as you can see, the sky and the reflection on the water, I made it a bit colder because the bottle reflects off the water. We want to have it bluish rather than warm colors. At least it works best in this kind of photo. And when it comes to my shadows, I just tweaked it slightly. You can see it's on the level 19 to move it from reds onto yellows a tiny bit, but it's just a minor change. Okay, so it was my final step. I worked on each color individually and I tried to make sure that every single color of the photo worked out the way I wanted it to work. So I took care of the logo, made sure that reds are enhanced enough because as you can see, it's a very important part of the photo. It's a brand logo, so it has to stand out. Next step, oranges and yellows, the color of a liquid. It's a photo of a beer, so it has to make you thirsty. So those elements are extremely important. And then I took care of details such as the color of the sky and the color of the palm trees, and voila, here is our final result. We're finished and I took you through the complete process A to Z, from taking a photo to editing it. I tried to give as much value and as many tips as I possibly could, and I hope you've learned a lot. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to this channel. And if you're new to this channel and want to learn about videography, photography, digital marketing, as well as wouldn't mind watching epic travel film from the most beautiful destinations around the world, please stick around.